everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Haysie Simmer, and today I have another episode of my Extreme Ultimate Decades Challenge for you guys. We're in the year 1327, so it's 5 a.m. on the first day of 1327 on Alder Farm in Alder Village, and it's a really rainy spring day. I just had, everyone woke up around 3, so I had them taking care of the animals. So now the animals are going into rest. We did just buy new animals. So we have 2 goats and 2 sheep named Elizabeth, Mary, Anne, and Poppy. They are not sleeping under the cover, but don't worry guys, they do have cover. The chickens have been well overfed as well. I think I might actually make this the area for the goats. I don't know. Well, I'll decide later. So they did their chores all around like 3 a.m. because everybody was awake when I logged in, but I didn't want to start this day until 5 a.m. But I wanted to tell you guys, since Lancelot left, I turned his apartment into the part of Frederick's main house. We are not celebrating prank day. No, thank you. I need to turn holidays off. The girls' room is right here, and then this is Frederick's room. So I may turn this into like a living room study, and we use this as the bedroom. So we will probably look at doing that. But now, oh no, the goats got out. Mary is going to wake up and go on her morning ride with Dawn after she chats with her and gives her a little bit of love. They're going to go for a morning intense ride. Oh, she's a bear again. Anne is a bear. I think I just called Anne Mary. Sorry, guys. Mary is Anne and Isolde's mom. I apologize. I used to wonder like how YouTubers got their Sims names mixed up when they've been playing series, but now that I'm managing over like 20 plus Sims, like 25, 30 Sims, I get it. And I feel embarrassed that I didn't understand before. I have too many moving parts and then you're trying to play at the same time. Isolde and Anne really do miss their stepmom Tiara, and of course, Frederick misses his wife Tiara, but he understands that she needs to study this prophecy and see where things are going. And she's only going to be there for like, I'm estimating 2 years. I wrote in my notes, I want her to come back in 1329. But it kind of just makes sense that as a magical being, that she would want to go to the magic realm and study with other prophets to see what they are getting from this. Sometimes when you have a vision, it's not exactly what it seems. It makes sense to have wiser people studying it with her. Make sure that they're not misinterpreting anything before they make any rash decisions. Gwen is sad because they recently had a death in their family. Nicholas is out here helping with the farm too. I have Frederick collecting honey and gonna go fishing because I think we're gonna take the fish to the market to trade. Francis is sad in the background too. His son did just go to join the priesthood, so he's probably just missing having Joshua around on top of everything going on. The family is just feeling upset that they have to prepare for another impending doom. It seems like every 5 years something is going on, which back in these times it definitely was. Like I barely have to add any events because there is so much already on the timeline. I'm going to have Frederick come and do some harvesting of these lemons. I will have Frederick come do some smithing. I called it his blacksmithery in the last episode, but I meant his smithy, I think is what they also called it. An armory as well, but I think it's more of a smithy. But he's going to get a few more things made, and then we're going to be opening up our little market, and then we're going to go to town and check out the new bakery and butcher shop. I think we're all going to hopefully like it if everything works out good. But I think it'll be good for Frederick to take his girls to town because they are, I went to check. I believe they're 10 years old. So in 3 years, they're about to be teenagers. So it's probably good that they meet other kids their age for prospects of husbands, because he's going to have to get them married off because neither of them are going to be heirs according to the rules of the Ultimate Decades Challenge. And I am following most of the rules for the Decade Challenge, just changing a few for myself. I'm going to have a soul play with the animals a little bit more and then do some knitting. Jacob is out and about, also helping out on the farm. The clothes will probably never get dry, but Anne is about to start doing the laundry. His Aunt Tiara has come around to check on him and see how he's doing. So we're going to discuss what's going on around the kingdom and see how she's doing as well. Hopefully she's not stuck back there. It looks like she might be. And she's also getting on in age, so she is not going to be around much longer, but Tamara has had a really good relationship with her nephews, so it's good to see that she's still checking in on them. So the market is now open. Frederick is running his little smithy table in front of his blacksmith building, and Asol is going to run the little food stall. Hopefully we make a little bit of money. I mean, the family is doing fine on money, but we do want to stock up and just make sure everything's going well. Him and his sister Gwen are catching up. Frederick is asking Gwen how the kids are doing. Looks like Jacob is checking out the stalls. Frederick is telling his sister Gwen how much he misses his son who was just born and wishes he could be there to watch him grow up, but he knows what's good. He knows it's good that Tiara is studying up on this prophecy. Well, I just don't do good at yard sales anymore. I'm just going to have to hold everything. I'm probably going to sell everything in the inventory and just act like we are selling it at market. It's kind of crazy. It's driving me a little nuts. But it is nighttime now, so everyone is going to go to bed, and we will go to town tomorrow. Frederick is making sure his girls are well fed and taken care of. He does better at making like broths and stew because you kind of can set it and forget it. He's also letting his girls know that they're going to be going to the market in the morning, and he wants them to socialize with other kids their age because his first marriage was a marriage of contract, and oh, it looks like Gwen is joining us. That's wonderful. But his first marriage was a contract marriage, and while him and their mother, Mary, did get along, they kind of just fell into the duty of the roles of their partnership, and they didn't fall in love. And Frederick's one true love is Tiara, and they're soulmates. And he just wants to see his girls have the opportunity to find their soulmates, or if they do wish to marry up in class, you know, whatever their aspirations are for marriage, he understands that, like, that's kind of like the only choice that they, so not, this is a medieval thing, not like a my stance thing, but, you know, women's only power would be to say yes and to the right marriage. Even though my fantasy gameplay is a little less historically accurate and has more, and even though they have more liberties, oh no, our paintings are gone. I don't know what to do about that. I did not save them. I'm gonna just have to make CC paintings of my family heirs. But yeah, he wants his girls to know that they have, look, the horses. Dawn is trying to be a part of the conversation. So they have more choice in who they're marrying because it's going to determine their happiness for the rest of their life. So if they want to marry up in class for comfort, he wants to know if that's what they want, so he can make arrangements now. He can make alliances and contracts now with people, as well as save up for their dowries. I think to move up in class, they have to pay $5,000 in a dowry. So even though we already have 5,000 simoleons, we have 2 daughters. And as well as the fact that they both will need a dowry, and he would want to make sure his children are set up for their futures. He also wants to make sure that they can find a spouse who will provide for them. So, you know, these are big, heavy topics, but the girls are 10 now, so soon they will be getting married because it is the time period. I know that's crazy to talk about, but, you know, it's the medieval times. Yeah, so he's just checking on Anne and his soul and letting them know that to him, he was always taught to value women, and, you know, all his brothers and him protect his sister Gwen fiercely. But not every family comes from a background like that that is so respectful towards women, and he just wants to make sure his daughters have a comfortable life together. It looks like a soul went to bed and is going to come in here and ask her dad for some advice before bed as well. And was talking to her dad about marrying comfortably, because, you know, her love in life right now is animals. She loves horseback riding, and I think she's going to want to make sure she can do that still. Frederick is composing a letter to send to his wife Tiara to make sure everything is going okay. He's going to check in on Dawn, who has been hanging outside this whole time, and then go to sleep for the night. Oh, Dawn. Dawn is so needy. These horses crack me up, guys. So I'm having this glitch where these horses that are bikes are spawning crazy in this like formation, but I can only delete the ones that are on my property. But as I play each day, like 4 or 5 will appear. Not quite sure what to do about that. But we can say in our storyline that we see like troops moving around that are not from our kingdom. And that could be that maybe Moria is sending troops through our kingdom to kind of just like stage them in places. And the people in Outer Village are starting to notice that. So everyone is starting the morning off doing chores, and then we're going to head to the bakery and the butcher. We have to take Dawn on her morning ride, collect our eggs, and clean and milk our sweet Henrietta. It's Soul is kind of taken over the milkmaid aspect, because Anne really just likes taking care of the horse, and that's kind of it that I've noticed. But Anne does naturally do more of the house chores, so they're probably just like finding their niche. She is riding as a bear. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the only thing I could say is these are troops. That's the only way I can do that. Maybe if I leave the lot, they'll like reset too. It took him a minute to like, he has to go around all of them. Okay, I'm gonna have them take care of some basic needs and then take them to town. I thought with open for business, when you click on a visit, you can choose what you will be visiting. Oh, okay, you can. I was just a little preemptive on that. Cadian and his wife Allison moved in with the baker and the butcher, who are a father-son duo. I think we're gonna start by visiting off the butcher, and both of their name is Stanley. It's Stanley Jr. and Stanley Sr. It just kind of was like the easiest thing to do, is to make them a father-son duo and remember that they have the same name. And we have arrived here. Look at, oh my gosh, guys, it's happening everywhere. This does look like a formation. This is troop movement. I told you guys, when things happen in the game and I can't explain it. I mean, I know this is a glitch from a mod. I did delete, I mean, like I have a purple one. I deleted some of the horse mounts, but I don't know if this is like a bike glitch, a mod glitch. I don't know what kind of glitches came with the new pack. I do know that on my laptop, where I don't play with any mods, my Sims are always peeing themselves and they're always dirty since the new pack came out. So this could have something to do with that. But it's most likely a mod. But look at Cadian and his wife Allison. Look at how happy these goofballs are in love. They're so cute. I know they just had a baby, so that's wonderful for them. But we're here to explore the market that I built. So this is let me show you guys. This is the building. This little building is like a remembrance kind of chapel. So it's a place where you come in and you can bring a candle to light. So I have some candlesticks. Or you can come in and light like one of these to remember family members that have passed. And there's also like basically a library for them to access. This is the butchery, and I used the medieval mod and went hunting and butchered a bunch of meat. And I also have like whole birds here. I could also do a fish market too, but I wanted to see how this went before I built a fish market. And then I have this like prop sim cutting this beef, so I kind of like it for some immersion. And then over here is the bakery where they should be baking things, and then they're not going to restock it for sale, but in the perfect world, that's what it's supposed to be, but we're not running it. And then up here is like just a gathering like hall where people can play music and chit chat. So we're going to explore. Actually, the first thing I have to do is pay the entrance fee, which I just have over here. And we are going to buy this bread after we check in at the kiosk. And I'm really not enjoying having as many ghosts in my game anymore. So I do plan on getting rid of ghosts. Maybe they can like haunt the earth for a couple of years before they finally move on. But I just can't have all the spirits around all the time. It's just too much. All right, so we paid our entrance fee. We're going to go buy this bread for 3 simoleons. I love that for us. That's so great. But they are supposed to be baking. Like that's why we can see them, as this is their business. And I set them as tasks like to bake for both of them. It would be great if that's what they were doing. What is inappropriate? Is wait, washing my hands is inappropriate? Or oh, she's attempting to steal. Is she a kleptomaniac? Oh, she is I did not know she was a kleptomaniac. I love that for us. So Anne just got in trouble for trying to steal. And Alicent is going to tell Anne's father that she did that because, like, they're kind of, I mean, not kind of, they're distant family. So of course she would tell, like, I caught Anne trying to steal some flour or something. Maybe it's some seasonings in that pot that she was trying to steal. And Isolde just asked for advice. So many ghosts. I'm not like, I don't even have them in households, so I don't understand. Oh, we could also buy things from the butchery. I thought they were 2 separate business. Yeah, we can buy some meat. Buy this item. Yay, it's functionable. I just have to come in and like set things for sale and make a bunch of bread and put it for sale. But in theory, everything works. It looks like Isolde is having some food. Frederick, it says Frederick is experiencing grief from his wife being gone. That's so sad. Frederick is gonna give Alicent some eggs. And I need a mod that gets rid of the future cubes, because no matter how much I reset the neighborhood action plans, they still always have future cubes. I like to pretend like it's a puzzle that maybe a salesman comes into town and he like built this puzzle box for them to solve, like a riddle box. Yeah, so we're gonna give Alicent a gift. We're gonna give her a gift of milk and eggs. Let's just pretend our milk isn't spoiled. Oh, I didn't know I set down a piano there. That must have been an accident. Well, Anne is, yeah, Anne is playing the piano. That's interesting. I didn't know that was there, but, oh, that's cool. Well, everything looks to be pretty functional. Like, I have a few notes for myself. It looks like Alicent is giving Frederick advice on how to take care of the girls whenever Tiara is gone. Maybe that's why Anne was acting out. And I don't think Alicent blames, them too much. She was just like, hey, you cannot take that. Don't take it. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed some of the family's last names because I was sick of everyone being Alder. And I feel like once they moved up in class, they would that you can make your own name, because some people would be like, oh, I'm Emma of Castleville or whatever. That was terrible. But you get what I'm saying. Like Yennefer of Vendeberg from The Witcher. So like that like kind of fantasy medieval mindset. I had Ashton and Adelaide's house changed to Aldrich because they're Alder and Gothic. So Aldrich is a great last name for them, for their own household name, because she has been re-given her title as princess. Well, not reinstated, but she has been recognized by her grandparents as a princess of the kingdom, since her mother was Princess Eleanor and her father was Lord Roderick Gothic. As the same thing with Castor, as like Cadian is a spellcaster, and even though he is a illegitimate child, he's not an alder. He took on the name of his title. So since he's a spellcaster, his last name is Castor. And for Arthur, since he was given a dukedom because he married a princess, they created a family name called, is it Alderheart is what I did? Alderheart. I think that's what I did. But I kind of like that, you know, they can make their own names because they're establishing their own branch in the family tree. But not everyone is doing it, obviously. So Ashton is, oh man, I miss my skin details. Whatever bug that is, it sucks. Oh, Death is here. Who died? Oh, okay, he's leaving. Ooh-wee, so much going on. So Ashton is here with his son, Edgar. It looks like Adelaide is off, probably to the magic realm to check in on Tiara. You know, she can transport fast. Aww. We need to put up the sword guy. All right, I have Ashton in an outfit without his sword, but he has his son, Edgar, and I think he's going to, I was going to have Ashton go monster hunting, but he is left with his son. So maybe we'll just like play into that. And he's out here, we'll say Ashton is out here teaching Edgar about herbalism and just like what is safe out in the wild, so he knows what is poisonous and not, and he's like teaching him words. That would be really sweet to spend some time doing that. Telling him that he will not be able to have siblings because him and his mom cannot have any more children due to the anomalies of their magical conditions. So they're very happy to have him. Oh, he hates children, so he wants to crush his dreams. I wish they could hate children but love their own children, because I know people like that in real life. Not saying it's okay. I just think that trait is really extreme. Like, to hate children is an aggressive Sims trait. Like, can we not have complexity? Oh, look at how he's looking at him. Praise him, brighten his day. I also think I might get to the point where I change Ashton's trait. So we'll probably take to like the castle nursery and then go monster hunting a little closer to evening time. It is 3 o'clock, so we have a little bit of time we can spend. Ashton has found Amy. He has been hunting the vampires from the last 10 years who were a part of the original cult that Vladimir made. The ones he turned and that were super corrupted by the dark magic, who didn't choose to try to find a way not to harm others. Amy is the reason her husband Pascal passed away. So Amy is trying to justify everything she has chosen to do over the last decade, but Ashton is not hearing it. He has given the benefit of the doubt to so many vampires because he understands that their life was ripped away from them, but Amy has taken more lives than she has helped. She hasn't helped anyone, but they are currently battling it out. Ashton, like I said, he's been really hunting them, and even after his death and rebirth, he has made it his mission to cleanse this world of the darker magics. Oh, Amy is super powerful. And Amy is super powerful. Everyone is freaking out because she won this battle. I'm not sure how Ashton got this audience, but it did not go in his favor. Amy is laying into him, saying that she is stronger. He thinks she is, and that her power is not one to be taken lightly. There's other vampires here too. I'm thinking all the humans were cattle that these vampires were drinking after because they're all dazed. But unfortunately, Amy is, oh my goodness. Amy is attacking Ashton and drinking some of his magical blood to just strengthen her. So Ashton is going to have to find a better solution to take her down and the remaining vampires who are not on the reform list, the ones who are still hurting the kingdom. But right now, Ashton is going to be delirious from this, and Amy will be on her way. She's feeling pretty smug about everything. It's really sad because like her daughter just recently died. Her husband's dead. I haven't checked in on her son. He's staying with Tamara, but like she has lost her humanity, and it's just really sad and unfortunate that that's what vampirism did to her. Oh, so this is Emmanuel. This is Amy's son. He is living with Tamara, and this is, yeah, so I guess I need to get Tamara's other daughter married and then Emmanuel married as well, but I'll do that later on. We're gonna go and play Nimue and try for another pregnancy for them since we are on the last day of this year. So Nimue and Tamlin just came in from their hunt. It is morning time, so they do need to spend all their time inside now because of the fact that they are vampires. I'm gonna have them try for a baby, and hopefully they will be successful in that. They seem to be really happy in their marriage and having this very simple vampiric peasant life. The good thing is that they are immortal, so because Nimue is learning how to live a life of vegetarian, she's a vegetarian vampire. She only partakes in animals. One day she'll be able to be her family's guardian from afar, because she has learned the strength of not partaking in Sim's blood. But right now, she's not strong enough to do so. Tamlin is, since he's been a vampire for roughly 200 years. And they don't have a bathroom on this lot because vampires don't need to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to use MCC to see if she got pregnant. Oh, they are pregnant and they are having a male son. Oh, I'm so excited for her. Well, that is the end of the year 1327. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.